perhaps humanity will once again face a strange yet undeniable truth. History has a tendency to repeat itself. As 2025 approaches, the prophecies of Nostradamus, the enigmatic figure who has fascinated the world for centuries, are drawing renewed and profound attention. Amidst the flow of events and turmoil, it seems that his ancient predictions are gradually revealing themselves, from eerie signs of an apocalyptic era to mystical calculations set to resurface at pivotal moments, such as the U.S. presidential election. In this context, many predictions of an unseen force capable of influencing human consciousness have also been revived. Comparing these ancient prophecies with modern forecasts is not only a way to test their accuracy, but also to embark on a journey of reflection on potential events that interweave the present and the past. Are the things that are coming merely coincidences, or are we stepping into a larger cycle that has long been anticipated? In the crucial moments of history, Nostradamus's prophecies seem to echo like a bell reminding humanity of impermanence and recurring cycles. As Donald Trump steps into the presidential race, Nostradamus predicted that an invisible force would arise, stirring turmoil in the minds of many, especially at critical times in the election. This is not merely a political struggle, but also an internal battle within each person, a place where doubt, fear, and greed can easily be ignited by unseen forces, as a test of each individual's mindfulness. In Buddhist teachings, we understand that all external events originate from seeds sown in the mind. Faced with turmoil and predictions of dark forces attacking the human spirit, Buddhism encourages mindfulness and compassion, for only with a peaceful mind can we avoid being swept into the habitual paths of suffering and ignorance. Nostradamus's prophecies are not meant to instill fear, but to remind us of the power of collective consciousness and personal awakening. When we understand that the world is a reflection of the mind, every external struggle becomes a lesson to cultivate compassion and wisdom. Let us face these challenges with calmness and mindfulness, like a still lake amid a storm, to recognize that in the act of giving and receiving, we not only find life's richness but also the inner strength to overcome all invisible forces. Nostradamus once said that peace of mind is the only true victory over any challenges of the times. Instead of worrying about the future, let us turn our attention inward and cultivate compassion, for it is the surest path to bring peace to ourselves and the world around us. According to the Buddhist philosophical perspective, all things operate according to the law of cause and effect and the cyclical nature of impermanence. Trump, who was born in the year of the dog, enters the year of the wood dragon, a period marked by the strong rise of the fire element, presenting unpredictable challenges. In Feng Shui, fire represents upheaval and conflict, but it is also a flame of resilience, illuminating the way for those who can let go of attachments and awaken true wisdom. The realm of fire can manifest as a scorching flame, but can also become a pure light when one comprehends non-self and embraces change as an intrinsic part of life. Through the light of Buddhist teachings, these challenges may serve as opportunities for Trump to turn inward, recognizing the uncreated and undying nature of all things. If he can perceive the nature of impermanence, he may transform suffering into tranquility and mindfulness. In Buddhism, a person's destiny is not a fixed path but the result of accumulated conditions and karma from countless lifetimes. Trump's earth element represents stability and determination amid the world's impermanence, where all things arise and pass, form and dissolve. The year of the wood dragon, 2024, embodies fire in the furnace, bringing the powerful transformative energy of fire, an element that both nourishes and challenges earth. In the workings of the universe, fire creates earth, just as the land is enriched from the ashes of what has been burned, allowing new potential to arise. This is a time not only for him to experience increased external energy, but also to realize the internal strength that has always resided within. The fire element of the year of the dragon is not merely a light, it is also a symbol of inner illumination and latent roots. This year, the earth element does not only receive blessings from fire's support but also faces challenges, manifestations of worldly forces through competition, conflict, and even legal entanglements. These conflicts and disruptions are not random. They reflect the karmic outcomes of past actions and thoughts. Those with the earth element, when facing these arising conditions, need to see the impermanence and non-self nature, understanding that all phenomena arise due to causes and cease when these causes dissolve. In the light of Buddhist wisdom, Earth's stability does not equate to clinging to a fixed form, but rather to resilience born from non-attachment and inner peace amidst countless changes. During this fiery year, legal and societal challenges may resemble a great storm sweeping across the ground, but the wise know that each challenge is a profound lesson, helping him see more clearly into his true nature and recognize the desires and attachments that are the root of suffering. When facing life's storms, he may view them as opportunities to cultivate compassion and wisdom, transcending attachment to fame, power, and ego. In the journey through 2024, with fire's influence, Earth, if able to maintain calm and avoid being swept away by the turmoil of external conditions, will attain true stability. Competition and conflict will cease to be obstacles and instead become conditions that broaden his perspective, fostering mindfulness and awareness. The rise of legal issues and social conflicts also acts as a mirror for inner reflection, revealing the illusory and fleeting nature of power and reputation. In astrology, the clash between Trump's dog year and the dragon year of 2024 is not an immutable fate, but a sign of the need for deeper awareness. This clash suggests that he may face challenges in his career and personal life, manifesting as turmoil, competition, or even discord from those around him. This is an opportunity to practice mindfulness, as every challenge is a lesson, a way to reflect on oneself and see the impermanent nature of all things. When this conflict arises, if he receives it with openness and wisdom, he will have the potential to overcome difficulties with resilience and clarity. His strong and decisive character is a valuable asset, but in this year of conflict, it is essential to maintain patience and caution in every action, avoiding being swept into conflicts or making hasty decisions. Feng Shui advises balancing energy in living and working spaces, especially by enhancing the fire and wood element symbols of nourishment and harmony. In this view, fire represents willpower and vitality, helping him maintain enthusiasm and clarity in difficult circumstances. The wood element, representing growth and flexibility, encourages him to approach challenges with an adaptable attitude, knowing when to harmonize rather than confront. The journey through 2024 is an opportunity to balance inner and outer forces, between strength of will and adaptability in actions. When facing storms, he should remember that all phenomena exist only as manifestations of dependent arising. Challenges are not absolute obstacles but means to nurture compassion and wisdom, reminders of the importance of humility and self-reflection. By balancing fire and wood elements in his environment and refraining from attachment to success or failure, he can transform a year of conflict into one of learning and inner growth. Confronting challenges with calm and clarity, he can overcome difficulties not to hold on but to nurture himself on the path of practice, seeking the true nature of peace within impermanence. The year 2024 may be a period of great pressure for Trump, but through the lens of Buddhism, every challenge in life is an opportunity to cultivate balance between body and mind. Tension and upheaval, if observed with equanimity, become means to realize impermanence, thereby letting go of clinging to fame or power. For someone with an earth element like Trump, maintaining stability amid external changes requires a mindful lifestyle, preserving health through moderation and relaxation and awareness so that body and mind remain in harmony. Similarly, designing his living and working spaces to be open, welcoming natural light, and the presence of greenery not only lightens the physical body, but also nurtures the inner self. A space harmonious with nature fosters a tranquil mind, enabling someone with the earth element like Trump to fully manifest his innate stability, remaining undisturbed by friction or instability. A place with light and greenery is also a suitable environment for him to deeply reflect on challenges, seeing them not as obstacles but as opportunities to practice mindfulness and cultivate wisdom, transforming all of 2024's changes into causes for nurturing inner peace within himself. In Buddhist philosophy, all existence has its roots, operating under the law of dependent origination and karmic retribution. Nothing exists independently without relying on surrounding factors. Those born in the year of the dog, including Trump, embody the qualities of earth, symbolizing stability and steadfastness. However, for earth to reach its full potential, It requires nurturing energy from the fire element, a symbol of light, transformation, and vigorous life force. Fire generates earth, just as the Buddha taught that all elements are interdependent, supporting and transforming each other to maintain balance in all things. The light of fire is not merely physical, it also symbolizes wisdom, illuminating the inner self. In Buddhism, light signifies enlightenment, guiding beings away from ignorance. When those with the earth element nurture fire within their living and working environments, they not only absorb external energy but also kindle an inner light, helping them understand themselves, develop wisdom, and move toward inner peace. Harmonious colors like red, orange, yellow, brown, and purple are not simply visual choices, they contain the essence of each element, embodying the Buddhist principles of cause and effect and interaction. Red, for instance, signifies passion and represents strong will and determination. Yellow brings a sense of stability and serenity, directing the mind toward calmness, akin to the Buddha nature present in every being, waiting to be recognized. When these colors are used in space, people with the earth element can feel the supportive energy of fire, like a candlelight in the night that dispels doubt, creating a space for tranquility and mindfulness. Symbols of fire such as a candle light or flame are not just decorative but also serve as reminders of the nature of all phenomena, continuous transformation. The world is impermanent and all things change. Those born in the year of the dog through deep contemplation may realize that it is change and the intense fire element that helped them understand themselves and clarify their path. When the fire element is harmonized, not allowed to burn out of control but transformed into clear energy, each day becomes a step closer to serenity and peace. In the process of nurturing fire, those born in the year of the dog are encouraged to cultivate values like compassion, tolerance, and wisdom, qualities highly esteemed in Buddhism. Inner peace and true happiness are found within the mind when we know how to harmonize and nurture essential elements. Just as a flame burns not to destroy but to light the way, fire is a tool that helps one look deeply into the inner self, tame desires, relinquish greed, anger, and delusion, and move closer to enlightenment and liberation. By understanding and balancing elements, they can live a peaceful life, experience contentment, and find fulfillment in each moment. As the Buddha taught, when the mind reaches a state of equilibrium, free from worldly afflictions, the light of fire within them shines, radiating outward to become a source of peace, not only for themselves but also for those around them. For the earth element, the east and southeast directions, where the sun rises, are auspicious directions that bring peace, nurturing, and positive energy, like a light guiding the mind on its journey through life's challenges and trials. Especially in the year of the dragon, a year with elemental clashes for the year of the dog, looking toward auspicious directions like east and southeast can help those with the earth element mitigate external obstacles, keeping the mind stable and unperturbed by unfavorable external conditions. The east and southeast are not only geographic directions, but also symbols of beginnings, where the first light of dawn appears, representing the awakening of wisdom, resilience, and nurturing of the mind. When those born in the year of the dog arrange their workspace or living space toward these directions, they harmonize with positive energy and flow with the natural rhythm of the universe. This action resembles the practice of taking refuge in the Dharma in Buddhism, where one seeks the light to nurture not for success or advantage but to live in harmony with oneself, seeking tranquility and enlightenment. Conversely, the west and southwest are the directions of sunset, symbols of endings, where energy recedes into stillness. For those with the earth element, these directions are unfavorable in 2024 when the dragon's element creates inauspicious conditions that may disturb the mind or lead to unnecessary obstacles. Avoiding the west and southwest is a choice that respects the laws of cause and effect, similar to the practitioner choosing the middle path, avoiding extremes, maintaining balance, and progressing along the spiritual path. Arranging living and working spaces according to auspicious directions is not a pursuit of luck, but a mindful setup that aligns harmony between humans and nature, reflecting an understanding of interdependence. In Buddhism, everything is interconnected, and even small changes have consequences. Choosing the east and southeast is a way to honor nature, demonstrating humility in the face of dependent origination, allowing the energy flow in the living space to remain unblocked. When the mind is calm, undisturbed by illusions or circumstances, wisdom opens up, making each step and action a source of peace. Additionally, placing oneself in favorable directions helps those with the earth element maintain peace of mind, a state of undisturbed mind, a foundation for practicing meditative contemplation in daily life. By looking deeply into seemingly minor choices like direction, they realize that enlightenment and inner peace come from simple yet meaningful actions, a way to maintain steadiness amidst a changing world. As Buddha taught about impermanence, by living in harmony with the natural flow, not clinging to success or failure, praise or blame, one finds balance. Thus, when someone with the earth element like Trump arranges their life in harmony with natural elements, they not only find inner tranquility, but also create a source of peace, where every decision and action arises from wisdom and compassion. Everything they do, from organizing their living space to each step in life, is not for temporary satisfaction but for inner liberation, enlightenment, a state the Buddha once described. True happiness only comes when the mind is calm and the heart is full of compassion. For those born in the year of the dog, like Trump, using amethyst or jade is not to seek external power but a way to nurture inner peace, similar to a practitioner relying on the Dharma for cultivation and cleansing of the mind. Amethyst, with its clear and steadfast energy, symbolizes clarity and focus, helping the body and mind avoid being swept up in distractions or disturbances. In challenging circumstances, amethyst can help people with the earth element maintain a clear mind, making decisions with clarity, like clear water seeing to the bottom, untainted. Jade, with its pure green color, represents balance and peace, symbolizing the wisdom of non-self taught by the Buddha, a tranquil mind undisturbed by external conditions. Choosing these items is like a means to remind the earth element to return to inner peace, dispel surrounding disturbances, and avoid attachment to illusions. They are supportive tools on the spiritual path, helping the practitioner maintain mindfulness and composure in all situations. Metal wind chimes, when hung in the northwest or near the entrance, also help harmonize and balance energy in the living space. The gentle sound of wind chimes resembles the sound of the Dharma, reminding practitioners of impermanence, the constant movement of all things, and the necessity of keeping the mind calm. Wind chimes are not meant to change circumstances but to harmonize the mind, creating a balance between inner peace and the living space, allowing all turbulence to settle. These items, from amethyst and jade to metal wind chimes, are symbols of mindfulness, representing wisdom and compassion. They do not bring power or protection as many believe, but are tools to help each person with the earth element, like Trump, find peace within, illuminating themselves amid karmic conditions and keeping the mind undisturbed by external circumstances. For those born in the year of the dog, like Trump, in a challenging year, building a long-term strategy is an expression of mindfulness and diligent effort. Persistently pursuing larger goals without making impulsive decisions is the path of one who respects the law of impermanence, understanding that all things come and go, and nothing is everlasting. By focusing on long-term goals, they can see the impermanent nature of difficulties, remaining undisturbed by temporary obstacles, and instead find stability and clarity. The Buddha taught that a calm mind is the foundation of wisdom. When facing unexpected situations, maintaining balance and not reacting impulsively demonstrates compassion and a deep understanding of cause and effect. Feng Shui, like the principles taught by the Buddha, is not a tool to control external circumstances but a means to train the mind. When individuals with the earth element maintain their calmness and avoid hasty reactions, they learn to accept things as they come, free from the flow of afflictions and anger. In all situations, focusing on sustainable solutions is the way for a practitioner to harmonize between current conditions and long-term goals, like a gardener who sows seeds, nurtures them, and waits patiently for them to blossom and bear fruit without haste. Thus, challenges are not meant to hinder but to cultivate patience, like the Buddha's lesson on non-self, teaching us not to cling to success or failure, gain or loss. When someone with the earth element, like Trump, maintains calmness and stays focused on the Dharma in all circumstances, They not only find peace within themselves but also spread positive energy to their surroundings, transforming difficulties into valuable lessons. This is how a practitioner reaches self-mastery, understanding that each challenge and obstacle is part of the path to spiritual growth, helping them move gradually closer to liberation and enlightenment. From the perspective of Buddhist philosophy and Feng Shui, the fate of a person born in the year of the dog, with the earth element like Trump, as he enters 2024, represents a phase marked by movement and transformation according to the laws of dependent origination and karmic retribution. The challenges he faces, both internally and externally, reflect the principles of change and impermanence. According to Buddhist teachings, all phenomena and events arise and dissolve due to the coming together of conditions. No entity exists independently without the influence of surrounding factors. In this context, Feng Shui serves as a supportive means, helping to maintain balance between external energies and inner peace by harmonizing elements like fire and wood and arranging living spaces in auspicious directions like east and southeast. These elements do not create a fixed fate but form a supportive foundation, bringing tranquility and stability amidst a flow of changes. This year, the movement of the earth element is not a linear path but is influenced by various fluctuations and conflicts, all manifestations of the law of cause and effect. The stability of earth is rooted not in rigid constancy but in flexible adaptation to external changes. In this development, responding harmoniously and choosing sustainable solutions helps the mind remain steady. Therefore, by observing and understanding the movement of the five elements in dependent origination, those born in the year of the dog can recognize that challenges are not fixed obstacles but expressions of the interaction between elements. In the current of events, internal stability amid external change is the result of a cultivated process, like a river that flows without clinging to a fixed form, merging with the universal law of impermanence in all things.